Well, hello everyone. Um,
マジカルアイズ Red is for Anguish
so it turns out that it's not just the girl speaks. It's even various characters say magical eyes, red is for anguish at the beginning. I mean, at the menu. In the menu. But anyways, we're gonna continue where we left off. It was, I believe our main character had just defeated Tomomi Murase, and then after he defeated her, then the opening of the visual novel, the opening video came out, and that was that's the only animation we're ever gonna get. So now we're gonna actually dive right into this. I mean, you know what I mean. Gonna start now. Though it has only been a couple of minutes since the early end of today's final lecture, half the class has already left, leaving a tinge of loneliness in the hot air of the classroom. How many of the students took it seriously when their homeroom teacher advised that this was the most crucial time of the year for them? If you take off Friday, the day after tomorrow, you'll get to have 8 days off in a row. Even though this is one of the longest established high schools in this prefecture, that extended vacation seems attractive enough for most of the students to forget about all that and just go crazy. That is no surprise though. However long history the school may carry, it is nothing more than the sum of the teenage boys and girls who attend it. Even with the fact that this is the spring of their second year, it's still likely that many of them will take a few extra days off for traveling. And on top of that, as if nudging them on, the weather today is absolutely perfect. You won't get days like this many times in a year. As long as they're not down in the dumps, anyone's bound to have a spring in their step. Amidst this flighty atmosphere, there is a boy who doesn't have to hurry back home. The boy named Amakawa Yu takes the handouts out of his desk and puts them into his navy bag, along with the notebook used for the last class. That unwasted motion gives a glimpse into a part of his personality. While he's getting ready himself to leave the school at his usual pace, his mind is also filled with a kind of unique excitement. He neither has any club activities to join, promises with friends to keep, nor favorite pursuits to dedicate his free time to. For a boy like him, long vacations are nothing more than a pain in the neck, which he will have to get through without having anything fun to do. But even if he's not interested in them, he still has a human mind that more or less follows the excitement around him. Okay, I'm gonna catch my breath. Sorry about this. It is akin to feeling that you have no intention to enjoy a festival, but other participants' thrill spreads to you. He will probably end up spending those days doing what he usually does. That should justify letting himself join in the glee for a bit. It's not going on take even a day, but he does have one plan aside from his daily routines. And after that, if the situation permits, he might drop by a bookstore or a video rental. In any event, for a dead certainty, he will be spending tomorrow and the rest of the holidays almost the same way as the regular weekends. With such thoughts running through in his mind, he finally gets to his feet to leave his desk and notices that the amount of students has halved yet again. You sighed. Huh. Whoa! Whoa! Look at this, guys! We get the basic controls! About time, don't you think? So let's see. Just in case I was unsure. Okay, so there's one. Okay, the enter key is press to advance the story script. Right click, open the system menu. From here you can save, load, and browse the Magipedia. Apparently there's something called the Magipedia. The mouse scroll wheel, browse the message log by scrolling, skip messages at rapid speed, close the message window. So it looks like it's the standard controls for a visual novel. Like, these are literally the standard controls of a visual novel. I mean, the save load. Okay, Magipedia. I guess that's just something unique to this game. But like, basically in all visual novels, these are the basic controls. Like, the Magipedia is basically the information of the game so far, I think. What knowledge you've gained throughout the visual novel thus far is accessible. Has to be accessible in like any visual novel, especially sci-fi fantasy visual novels. Like, if it's just a regular dating sim, which this isn't, I'm pretty sure it's not, then there wouldn't be any equivalent to a Magipedia, but but it's because this is like a sci-fi fantasy visual novel. There are gonna be some elements that you'd like to know, like some supernatural elements. All right. Oh, tutorial 2. Okay. When advancing through the story, important vocabulary will pop up in the top right of the corner. The word that pops up with this book icon are called dictionary words, whose meaning and details can be further viewed. By left-clicking the words written by blue, you can read more detail on the word in the index. Index is also available to browse on the menu screen that can be accessed by right-clicking. The words that pop up with this key icon are called keywords and are used in the reasoning mode at key points in the story. Some words may not be acquired given the way the story unfolds for each player. Right, so, in typical visual novel fashion, we're gonna have choices. And I just hope I don't get a bad ending. Or, I mean, we could explore all these choices. If you buy the game, you'll be able to explore all the choices. But right now, I think I'm just gonna show you one route of the game. Like, here's the thing: there is no walkthrough available online, or at least I've looked for one, and there isn't. So I'm literally going in blind, like, and I guess that's how a game should be played because, like, for certain games, for visual novels, excuse me, I like to look at the flowchart that it may come with online or something. I mean, the game doesn't usually come with a flowchart, but I like to look at the flowchart to show me how I can get the true ending or a not bad ending. But okay, moving on. I think I've rambled about this far too long. I paused right after walking out of the room, fascinated by how blue it is outside the windows. Maybe this beautiful blue sky is a reward for having put up with the gloomy dampness and rain that persisted for days and only let up last night.
じーっと外を見て、ユーマでも見つけたの?
A Yuma? What is a Yuma? Yuma stands for unidentified mysterious animal. It's a being that has been reported to witness but has not been confirmed to actually exist. Yuma has nothing to do with horses. Oh, I guess that's the Japanese word for horses, Yuma. I mean, it's not spelled this way because this is how it's transliterated, transcripted. I don't know. But in other parts of the word, it might be called a cryptid. Okay. Oh, and this is the Magipedia that they've been talking about. Okay. Alright. A question comes to me from behind. If there was a Yuma in a place full of people like this, it wouldn't be a Yuma anymore, I think.
でも目の前に
I don't think it's very nice to treat your classmate like a chupacabra. Man, I
で
don't know
も
this
それ
word.
くらい珍しいよ。好きだらけの天川くん。
Oh. What the? No way! No way! Okay. We'll cut that part out.
でも目の前に。
I don't think it's a very nice to treat your
でも
classmate
それ
like
くら
that.
い珍しいよ。好きだらけの天川くん。
Okay, so she called him Amakawa-kun. Amakawa Yu is a 16-year-old boy, normally living his life as a high school student. On the other hand, he belongs to the organization called the Disobeyers, and fights against monsters called Variants, day and night. His combat capabilities are so distinguished that his co-workers all have considerable trust in him. So you see, here's the problem. With localizations, you tend to have them not use honorifics. Now, look, that's for someone who I don't know. If anyone's watching this, tell me, what's your opinion on whether or not the translators should put honorifics? Because it just bothers me. Alright, so I played the fan translation of Fate Stay Night, right? And they would consistently use honorifics. And also I'm also playing right now a game called Jisenjo no Mao, and I'm pretty sure both the fan translation and the official translation, which I have on Steam, use honorifics. So, like, the thing about honorifics is that it I don't know, I just prefer them, and I prefer them when they're used consistently. Like, alright, it's enough for me. Okay, you guys want to watch this, right? I'll stop rambling, sorry. I turn around and find a girl with waist-length black hair and wide eyes that make you feel like strong determination resides within them. You misunderstand, Ogawa. Other people I know tell me that I'm as careless as someone enjoying pancakes with honey and caramel syrup. Ogawa Chiharu is one of Amakawa Yu's classmates. She has known him since junior high. She is one of Yu's limited number of friends, given that he avoids interactions with the people at school. In order to dedicate herself to her private studies, she does not involve herself in any club activities or school committee work at all. That makes her relatively remote from other people at school.
やっぱり今日も返事に隙がない。いつもと違うように見えたのが気のせいだったのかな。
She's right about a difference. I'm not in good shape today. What's behind that is what happened last night. Even so, I was confident that I was successfully pretending to be fine. That you think that you saw something is what's weird. I'm actually so careless that I don't mind if you call me Honikawa or Amakara from now on.
じゃあ、パンケーキくんで。
Pancake-kun? A pancake is a cake prepared from eggs, wheat, flour, sugar, milk, or occasionally water and baking powder. It is also called a hot cake. The pancake is a very popular food all over the world and has a wide variety of recipes and serving suggestions. Using baking powder to make it fluffy is commonplace, but the method originally came from the USA. Now, okay, it struck the Magipedia like this is something that I know, right? I'm pretty sure I know this. Well, but like, I guess this is to appeal to people from other countries that are not Western. I mean, this is to inform people who just don't know what pancakes are, which it might seem absurd, okay, but that's if you come from North America, but like to not know what a pancake is, but yeah. I'm pretty sure other people around the world are playing this as well, not just in North America. Okay, let's continue. It's nothing to do with my actual name anymore, does it?
深い意味はないけど、 私パンケーキってすっごく好きなの。
Oh, really? Me too. My little sisters influenced me, and I eat tons of them.
妹さんパンケーキが好きなんだ。
Yeah, so badly. Because of her, we have them for breakfast at home at least 2 days in a week.
そっか、そうなんだ。
Are you on your way home too?
途中まで一緒に帰る？
That was a casual, predictable invite. This is a kind of a stylized dialogue between the two of us who have been attending the same schools since junior high, and when I'm not swamped, my answer is... Even though our houses are in completely opposite directions...
だから校門までだけど。
That's how the rest of the talk goes.
天川くんはゴールデンウィークって何か用事あるの？
Golden week, huh? No fixed plans, but I've got some little things to do.
その言い方だとどこかに旅行ってわけじゃないんだ。
I'm not. I'll be staying at home like any other weekend, unless I have things to do outside. I think I might get called in for my part-time job thing, though.
春休みに入る前も同じようなこと言ってたよね。
My job doesn't care about time. Or more like, I can tell I'm certainly going to have to do some work. For the past few years, I haven't made it through any holiday weeks without hearing the call of duty.
連休ならアルバイトとか休みたがる人もいるだろうしね。
And a certain young man with some skills and nothing to do with will wind up super busy. I wish I could have 8 arms like an octopus for efficiency.
春休みはイカって言ってなかった？
Living in the ocean called reality has been so cruel that I've lost 2 of them.
そっか、怖いね大海原。
By the time summer vacation comes, I might have even less.
ハマチくらい？
As many as a yellowtail? Oh. In the Japanese language, this fish obtains a different name as it grows in various names depending on the region of the country. When it is young, it is called buri in the Kansai region and inada in the Kanto region. Its fresh sashimi makes such a terrifying, delicious side dish with white rice. This is simply the writer's personal view. Oh, I guess... Continuing on. Yellowtail's a fish. It's got no arms or legs. What about you, Ogawa? What are you doing on the holidays?
こっちはいつもと同じで暇暇だよ。想像しただけでカバーじゃなかった。ゾーッとするくらい。
She moans tiredly enough to convince me she honestly means it. I guess she feels the same about Golden Week as I do.
むしろ学校があってくれた方がいいなって思うもん。
That statement would set all other students in the whole country against you.
全国のみんなも納得してくれる暇さだよ。引っ張りだこの天川くんに分けてあげたいくらいだよ。
Right, it'd be so convenient if we could share time like that.
頑張ればなんとか分けられないかな。
How?
愛の力？
I don't think even love can make it happen.
もし分けれたら天川くんには1時間500円くらいで売ってあげるね。
You take money for it? Besides, that's pretty cheap.
天川くん用の特別価格だよ。他の人なら1時間につき5億円はもらうから。
Isn't that way beyond a discount? Now I'm even feeling sorry for the special treatment.
そんな特別扱いの天川くんとしては、もしも私から時間が買えるならどれくらい買うつもり？
That sure is an awesome offer, but I'm broke all the time.
そうなの？
You bet. Maybe I'd better wait until the price drops a bit more.
そっか。じゃあ私の方でも企業努力してみるよ。
I'll try to work a little harder during the holidays too. To be honest though, if she really is fine with that pricing, I have enough money saved up to afford the rest of her entire life.
あ、借りてた CD はあさって持ってくるね。本当は今日持ってくるつもりだったんだけど、うっかりしてて。
No rush.
でもあんまり素敵だったから自分でダウンロードして買っちゃった。
She taps her bag twice. Her favorite digital music player must be in there. Really? Wow, I'm glad I recommended it to you. I have the same type of player as her, just in different color, but what really surprised me was that the same goes for the headphones we use too. I understand it's just a coincidence, but since the headphones are kind of special products, the fact that someone close to me uses them pleases me. Can you also bring the DVD you mentioned before when you return the CD? I'd like to borrow it. I wonder what this is. It contains a B-movie titled The Gouda Cheese, The Smell of Suspicion. This is a comedy mystery movie where a poor undergraduate and a self-proclaimed charismatic cattle farmer challenge many mysteries together. The original novel series, Cheese series, has 6 titles, including the above one, and a portion of its readers are rabid fans. Its latest title is the Elegiac Mozzarella. Is this a real thing? I'll search that up later. Does it have the same pattern? An incident occurs in the beginning of the story, and the criminal is gradually driven into a corner as it progresses. Oh, I said it wrong.
でも今回は動機じゃなくて犯行方法を解くのが目的かな。物語の舞台は溢れ出した牛乳のせいで密室と化した山奥の農場。
That premise sounds very original.
登場人物も癖が強い感じだから前作よりは人は選ぶかも。
But you found it amusing, right?
面白いっていうか好みっていうか。
I think I'll feel the same then. Based on this past experience, she and I share similar tastes in a bunch of things. As long as she likes it, at the very least it won't be way out of my range either.
なんかそれってプレッシャーかも。
After these random chats, we find ourselves past the gate. Though I feel like talking more, we need to end the fun here. I don't have to feel anything special about it. We'll get to do this again on Friday and over after Golden Week as well. Pondering what to say as parting words, I turn to her and find her eyes holding a look that's a little more serious than usual.
あのさ、一応聞くけど、1本くらいタコさんの足は余ってない？
That question explains her serious expression. Sorry, but it's not very likely. The unusual look on her face delays my answer a little.
そっか。でもさ。
Yeah?
もしもね、 途中で会えたらでいいからさ、少しだけでも連休中に会えないかなって。
Usually I would play dumb and give a roundabout no in answer. We have had this sort of talk before, and she must know what I'm going to say. But hey, why would I have to say the same thing all the time? I've been pretending to have returned to my everyday life, but in truth I've just been concerned about my hand from last night. It can't hurt to be slightly grateful to her for consoling me. I decided to say something different. Sure, if my plans change, I'd be happy to. I think I'm allowed to offer that at least. What's wrong? You look taken aback.
なんでもないよ。また金曜日にね。
Yeah, see you then. Maybe I shouldn't have, but whatever. Given the situation that I'm in, and not having been mindful enough of her, that might not have been the most appropriate response. Even so, I don't regret it. Whoa, let's just pause here. Perhaps because her parting smile was as bright as today's blue sky. It's not the smile that... I mean, okay, it's just that this is actually, the icon that you click on, when you start the game. Magical eyes, red is for Anguish. And we finally see the smile. Wow. Yeah. So in case you ever buy the game, this is when you get to see the smile of, what's her name? Chiharu? Ogawa? Yeah. Whoa! Now we got tutorial 3, choosing a destination. We don't always get this, but there are visual novels that have you choose a destination just like this. This is the destination selection screen shown when the story changes setting. Okay. Main scenario, choosing. Okay, so the light bulb or the exclamation mark? I think it's I don't know if it's a light bulb or an exclamation mark, but whatever. Choosing locations with this marker advances the main scenario. Choosing a location with no marker will show you a sub-scenario. Pressing this window will switch to the corresponding map. Placing the cursor over a location will display the location's information. All sub-scenarios displayed will disappear when the main scenario is chosen. Okay, okay. Sub-scenario map change. Okay, I'm just absorbing this. Placing the cursor over a location will Okay, I see. So sub-scenario. Okay. I see. So, okay. We only really have... Wow, I'm just advancing. Okay. Ramen shop, Noodle Graveyard. Noodle Graveyard, a ramen shop located in the rundown street. Its original name is Ramen Shop So Yummy, but what they serve is so horrible that people prefer to use the miserable nickname instead. Okay. Well, this is the only choice we got, so let's go. Yeah. Let's do this. This area will probably give a lot of first-time visitors the impression that they might have gotten lost in an alien world. A glimpse of this shopping district filled with washed-out shop signs no doubt reminds of good old traditional Tokyo town, or the human kindness that could be found in those towns. If that were all there was to it, it would be rather easy to lavish praise on the place. What makes that difficult is that it lacks one of the most essential elements: people. No shoppers would come and go, no store staffers attracting foot traffic. It's far too quiet for a shopping district. You could argue that it's Bizarre given that it is early in the evening on a weekday and this area is just 10 minutes away from the station. Regulars and nearby residents ironically call this place the Cave because of its dimness. It's desolate all the time, yet never runs out of people either. What a mystery it holds. Even locals are drawn by this 200-meter-ish street due to its unusual lineup of shops. There are no regular grocery stores to be found, nor anything offering entertainment that's in popular demand such as CD stores, bookstores, or game shops. The only stores here are the ones that would make maniacs with less than unusual pursuits rejoice. For instance, here we have a shop of model-heavy machinery, or one that sells supplies for slugs. Just who uses those? Thanks to the absence of any general popular shops, the whole street looks as if out of business, even when the stores are open. And why doesn't it completely lose its visitors? That's just because there's a demand for it. But that only applies to the other face of the street. A particular section of the Cave Street has an extremely special meaning to certain individuals. And what rules it is this extremely suspicious ramen shop located midway along the street. Instead of replica food models of what they serve, the front of the shop is occupied by an unexplainable parabolic antenna referring to this. This spelling of ramen, it's just okay, continuing. It's hard to imagine the shop's appearance would lead anyone into thinking they can enjoy a treat there. Because of the shop owner's uncorrectable flaw, those who know the shop well will address it with a disgraceful nickname. Only two types of people visit here: those with a weird sense of taste, and those who know the other face of this place. Since Amakawa Yu's sense of taste is fairly average, he belongs among the latter. Yu sighed. I feel like we're gonna control more people. An indescribable smell permeates the air in front of the entrance. Even though I've smelled it a million times, I'm still not used to it at all. But I have things to do in there. Exhaling. Oh, you don't say that. I steel myself to enter and put my hand on the stubborn sliding door.
いらっしゃい。
Hello.
おう、久しぶり。ってほどじゃねえな。
I guess not. Fortunately, there's not a single customer in here. The list of victims shouldn't grow needlessly. Pops, I know I always ask this, but just how can you possibly create this funny smell? A self-proclaimed cook produces objects that appear to be cuisine at what seem to be a ramen shop. Most people who know him will call him Pops. Even though he appears to be a licensed chef and his shop looks good enough, no one ever accepts him as a cook after they have once tasted what he serves. I wonder if they say Pops, like, is that transliterated, or is that, sorry, is it translated, or is it transcripted? You know what I mean? Like, do they actually pronounce the word Pops when they call him that, or do they say something like Oyaji, or probably not Otosan? Oh man, I can't even pronounce it. But okay, let's continue.
へへ、そいつは企業秘密ってもんだぜ。
Hold on a sec. What's that happy face for? But yeah, it might be best to keep it a secret. Some company may ask for it to produce a crime prevention device or something.
で、どうした？今日はラーメンでも食べに来たのかい？
Looking to sample my ramen. Well, let's find out what ramen is. A Chinese-style noodle soup dish. Ramen soup is made from various ingredients, and the resulting combination is divided into categories such as salt, soy sauce, miso, pork bone, curry, etc. If toppings are taken into consideration, the varieties will be infinite. Ramen and white rice make a wonderful combination. Too much carbohydrate? Who cares? This is no more than the writer's personal point of view. Haha, not in a million years. The cuisine of this middle-aged man who looks like a cook consists of complete pieces of weaponry. They are, so to speak, gustatory bombs. Each time I tell someone about this, they get the wrong idea, that his cooking is so delicious, it blows your mind. When I say bomb, I literally mean a weapon that destroys your sense of taste.
あれおかしくねあははって部分おかしくね
Sorry, but not being honest would only hurt me, especially my tongue would be fatally harmed.
おいおいそれは言い過ぎだろうぜジュニア
Oh, wow, okay, hold on. See, he actually pronounced the word junior, so maybe they actually say pops. It's hard to talk languages, because you know, this is a translated visual novel. We're not reading Japanese characters, right? I'm just telling the truth based on past experience. Actually, I tried to mince my words as much as I could. There's no way I forget that just half a year ago, all the samplers of his new self-improved dish had to experience a miracle where they couldn't taste any sweetness for the next 24 hours. Plus, I was one of those victims.
まあそれはあれだ偶然ジュニアの口に合わなかっただけだろうぜ
I heard Rin had trouble with his ear canals for about 3 days after he ate it.
まあそれはあれだ偶然鈴なりの三半規管に合わなかっただけだろうぜ
Would you kindly explain how one could cook something that drives ear canals crazy? Ear
そ
canals?
んなことよりもジュニアよ何か用事があって顔を出したんだろうその話をしようじゃねえの
A forceful change of subjects.
で自慢のラーメンが目的じゃないとすれば一体何用なのよってまあ一つしかねえわな
Yes, I'm here to report on last night. The Type B target was wiped out and the female vessel has been taken under protection.
ご苦労さんこっちでも確認済みだぜ
Although he replies as though it was not a big deal, knowing him, he must have seized details within a couple of minutes after the end of the engagement. Despite the appearance of a disfavored ramen shop in here, all sorts of information is quicker than anywhere else, gathered not only from the inside of the city but from the entire prefecture. Information both good and bad. This man plays the role of the antenna that receives and deals with that enormous amount of information, and that is the other face of the one who runs this failed ramen shop.
ちなみにこれは依頼とは関係ない補足の部分だが北村からの連絡で器になった女性には後に残るような大きな怪我はなかったそうだ
Female vessel, like he's referring to, Tomomi Murase's body. A woman who works as a stylist in one of the adjoining cities of Kamisaki City. For certain reason, she shares a house with her twin little sister, who works at an apparel company. There's a deep bond between the two of them. Since their incomprehensibly strong relationship happened to resonate with Murase Tomomi's yearning for her grandmother, this woman's body was possessed and used by the Type B variant. Wait, I'm getting confused. So Murase Tomomi is not the female vessel? And who is this twin little sister? At the beginning, like before the opening video, they never mentioned the twin sister. I don't get this. But I guess you'll learn more about the twin sister or something. As the game progresses. Okay.
気がかりは解消されたかい
It does. I thought she'd be fine when I fought her, but still. I'm relieved that the girl who was accidentally dragged into that misfortune will soon be able to return to her everyday life. Once the department in charge of dealing with the aftermath gets their part done, this case will be fully closed.
で、対象の遺品は調査に回しても
Do you suspect one of them has turned into a material variance? Wow, these new terms just keep coming up. A type of variance describes non-living objects that have turned into variants. The biggest difference from the other types is that they are born only when influenced by external factors, because objects do not possess any mental capacity. Okay.
可能性はゼロじゃないだろうな。オツシュだが成り立ちが個性的だ。祖母とのゆかりの品とかならば相当に思い入れを持ってたんじゃねえか。
I have one condition.
Huh?
I think back on her journal entries I went through yesterday. What was written in there regarding those invaluable days she and her grandmother spent together? We have her diaries.
ファイルにコピーで添付されていたあれか。
That's right. Whether they're material variants or not, could you dispose of the original books and any copies so that no one can touch them?
理由は
No particular reason. I just want it to be that way. Since material variants with enormous powers are extremely rare, their value is immense. I'm well aware of how inconceivable it is to request discarding items like that without any good reason, especially if there's no apparent risk involved, but I still insist.
なるほどね。今日顔を出した一番の理由はそれってことか。道場か。
I understand it's unreasonable, but please. Pops falls into deep thought. That's a natural reaction considering his position as the head of those in charge of this area. To be more accurate, he is obligated to collect objects like that.
彼女の遺体は祖母と同じ墓に入れるそうだが、日記は処置をした後でその近くの土にでも埋めておくように伝えておく。
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's not destroying it,
引用
though.
化した人間の所有物については担当者の意向が最優先される。それだけの話だよ。
Oh, very. Refers to how a living being turned into a phantasmagoric entity because of unimaginably strong emotions. Living beings tend to become varied by the influence of an intense mental state that arises during the act of dying. Wow, I'm learning new words, guys! Okay, continuing.
それに二人でのんびり暮らしたいって思いの詰まった日記なんだ。争いごとに向いた力は発言しねえだろうさ。
Yes, I believe that too.
他の持ち物については通常通りに対処するぜ。
Understood.
で、他に担当に伝えることはあるかい？
No, there isn't.
そうか。
I gave my report and said everything I wanted to say. With that, I'm completely off the case now. The rest is going to be taken care of in the best way possible by those much more experienced than myself.
しかしジュニアよ。
What is it?
何度も言うけどよ。経過中の報告ならまだしも完遂したものであればこっちでも確認してるんだ。わざわざ顔出して報告しなくてもいいんだぜ。
I don't feel like I'm finished without doing that.
それにしたって怪我してようが即日報告してくるなんてのはジュニアくらいのもんだぜ。
I finish things up as quickly as I can. That's my policy.
夏休みの宿題は最初の1週間で終わらせるタイプってことかね。
Actually, I get it done in the first 3 days of the vacation every year, but I keep my mouth shut about that. He'd make fun of me for sure. I've just got lots of time to spare.
お前のそういう謙虚さ、鈴なりあたりには少し見習ってほしいもんだね。
But he's got a day job.
仕事っつっても趣味みたいなもんだろ。あいつが自分で言ってたぜ。細工仕事は栗と2人の時間を過ごすための道具に過ぎないって。
Ah, that does sound like something he'd say.
まあ、あいつらはあれだしな。
Like, they do it to make tools that heat romantic relationships?
そっくりそのまま言ってたよ。
Haha, that's nice. Unbidden, I can picture him saying that while running one hand through his hair. That just proves how outstandingly unique of an individual he is.
あいつはあれがなきゃなかなかの男だと思うんだがな。
That's what makes him who he is, if you ask me.
へ、ジュニアは俺よりもあいつと接する機会が少ないからそんなことが言えるんだよ。
Honestly, if I had to hear his lovey-dovey voice talk every single day, I'd probably end up trying to avoid him. Time slowly passes by in this unoccupied ramen shop. It should be a huge matter of concern to any shop owner, but I actually like this kind of composed atmosphere. Even if it's just for a short while, I'm fond of chit-chatting in this laid-back wait. Anyway, the air surrounding me here is so relaxing that I don't even care about this bad smell, huh? Is this just my imagination? I feel like that funny smell is growing stronger than when I came in here. No, it's not my imagination.
さて、ジュニアの用事は終わったわけだよな。
Uh-oh, the music has become ominous. Before I realized that there was a huge soup pot on the stove with fire turned on. The sound of the stove blazing echoes inside the shop as if the dead in hell were moaning in chorus.
で、この後の予定は？
Get home, go on patrol, and work out.
ほう、つまり特に用事があるわけじゃねえと。
Well, yeah.
それじゃあよ、今日は特別におごりにしといてやるから、家に帰る前に一杯食べてきな。
Oh, wow. This guy's evil. What in the world is perfect about that? I have personal experience of just how dangerous accepting that offer can be. I'll pay you 30,000 yen, so please let me go. If you need more, I'll dash to the ATM right away. I try to bolster my rejection by laying bare all I've got in my wallet. I'm pretty sure that if you had to choose between a months-long untreatable illness or giving away your meager allowance, most people would pick the latter.
へへ、さてはジュニアよ、そんなに嫌がるってことは前回食べたものと同じレベルだと思ってるんだろう。
Wow, Pops is evil, man.
はっきり言って前回とは別次元だぜ。
Really? Does that mean it'll kill me?
ああ、死ぬほどうまいかもしれん。何せゾリゾリ麺にねっとりしたスープが絡む自慢の一品だからな。
Bristly is not an adjective to describe noodles.
じゃあコリコリ麺にぐっしょりスープでどうだ？
No, all you did was swap some adjectives. What's worse, now it sounds like sexual harassment. Anyhow, I will definitely not eat what you make, no matter how much you beg. Never, even if I have to glue my lips together.
なあジュニアよ、参考までに聞かせてくれ。うちの料理は何がそんなにダメなんだ？
He seems to have understood how desperate I am. Pop steels his face to carefully listen to my words. Apparently my life has been spared. Well, how shall I put it? It's sort of hard to say this, but...
どんなに厳しい言葉でも構わねえ。ぜひとも教えてくれ。可能ならすぐに改善するからよ。
He leans over, ready to hear out whatever I have to say. His passion for cooking is painfully obvious. I sincerely respect his diligence. But considering that his dishes sent more than 50% of diners into hospital, what's so bad about my cooking really isn't what he should be asking. To start with, the ultimate problem is that he never realizes his cooking skills are too awful to be improved by someone's advice. But even so, I'd rather not use harsh words and hurt his man, who's been taking good care of me in non-food related matters. I'd better be careful about my choice of words. After I eat your ramen, I try to imagine the feelings of those who grew the ingredients used for the soup, and of the noodles in the soup. And then tears begin to roll down my cheeks. In fact, instead of tears, the distastefulness of his food deserves a lawsuit and,
確かに俺は食材に感謝しながら調理しているからね。
What do you say? Distastefulness of this food deserves a lawsuit and a guilty verdict. Sorry about that.
それが食べる人にも伝わっちまうってことかい。
You're putting a pretty optimistic spin on this.
あ？他にどう受け取れって言うんだい？
I was trying to get you to sympathize with my sense of chagrin. I don't know how to pronounce that. Imagining myself into the position of each of the ingredients. All that pops up in mind is their sorrow.
はは。つまりジュニアは俺の腕についてこれない食材の気持ちになってるわけだな。もっと僕たちがいい素材だったらこのコックさんの足を引っ張ることもないのにってか。
Holy, you've gone way beyond being optimistic. This conversation has now transcended into a twisted space-time. And what way am I able to get him to understand this? Should I not have had any mercy for him? Looking far ahead, I understand that I'd better go out on a limb and continue until he gets a little more reasonable idea. However, if I remain here any longer, my body and mind will suffer irreparable harm. I reluctantly decide to take my leave. Anyway, I'll pass. I'm not hungry right now. I can tell that he'll definitely offer me something to eat again next time I come here, but I decide to postpone figuring out the countermeasures against it until then. Wow. Alright, so... Alright, I think we'll... Should I stop here? Okay. Let me just save. Okay. Graveyard. Okay, hold on. I'll be back, guys. We'll pick it up next time.